Up there with the all-time greats as far as nicknames are concerned, Katlyn Chookagian, aka the Blonde Fighter, is taking on Manon Fiorot, the Beast, who is 4-0 in the UFC. All of her fights have essentially been non-competitive. I mean, and they're pretty nice wins too. Most recently against Jennifer Maia, and before that, Mayra Buena Silva. She also had two early finishes to start her UFC tenure, and this is a striker who is very hyped up. She's 9-1 overall, and her only loss was a very controversial split decision to Leah McCourt. It was in her professional debut, and if you go back and watch that fight, first of all, they were fighting at 138, which was a clear weight disadvantage for Manon Fiorot, but she probably won that fight and likely should be undefeated. And she's taking on the ultimate levels test, Katlyn Chookagian, who essentially wins every fight, right? Unless it's a title fight, she's pretty much going to end up victorious. She's always bodying and always making light work of her opponents, but is Manon Fiorot going to be too much for her in this one, or do you think Chookagian is just the quintessential gatekeeper and will do what she needs to do to get the Beast her first UFC loss? Who are you taking?
Yeah, no, this is a great matchup, levels test for both of these girls. Elite striker, the Beast versus Blondie, who's also I would consider her an elite striker in this division. She's no Bullet, no Valentina Shevchenko, but I would say she's one of the best all around good fighters. I mean, she's great jiu-jitsu, great wrestling, great clinch work, great takedown defense, and great striking. Honestly, though, I don't think this is going to be a striking fight. I think that Blondie is going to put in the clinch, put the pressure on her, tire her out, take her down at will, and get the sub early and often. And the Beast and all the hype trains following the Beast is going to be very sad to see that this girl is a one-trick pony, and you can't, box in an MMA ring. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that for sure. And we know Chookagian as someone who will point fight you to death, right? She'll chop away at the legs, she'll land some nice punches. Nothing with insane power, but a lot of accurate volume for sure. But she also has the ground game to go with it too, right? I mean, her BJJ is super nice, and she has been able to take fights to the mat when she wants to. So, do you anticipate them standing and banging at all, or do you anticipate Blonde Fighter really trying to close distance early, set the tone that this is going to be a mixed martial arts contest, not necessarily just a striking one? Do you think the takedown is imminent?
I think it is. I think that's going to be part of our game plan. I consider the blonde fighter an actually a smart fighter. Not so much as a blonde fighter. So I would imagine that that's what she's going to have in her repertoire for the game plan. If she doesn't, she tries to stand and bang with the Beast. I mean, come on, the nickname has it all. She's going to get slept like Derek Lewis is in the ring with her. So I don't think she's going to want to stand and bang. I think she's going to throw some kicks, throw some hands, and just to get her like flinching, and then get that easy double leg or trip and or clinch and just work it and tire her out and grind her out. I like the size. I like her experience. I mean, she's got double the experience, and she's a little bit taller, a little bit longer. So I don't know. I really like this matchup for the blonde fighter, and I love seeing those odds. And she's been doing well for me for a while now. So I got to keep riding with my girl, the blonde fighter.
Yeah, I feel that for sure. And if you are a Chookagian fan, plus 160 is pretty nice odds for her. Minus 190 is Manon Fiorot, and Fiorot is getting 72% of the love from Tapology. 28% is rolling with Chookagian. It's basically beige on both sides, so they think that a decision is most likely. I got to roll with the 72% that's going Manon Fiorot. I think that although I like the game plan that you've presented for Chookagian, I think she is going to try and mix it up early, perhaps take her down. I liked what Fiorot was able to display against Jennifer Maia, who we've discussed is a great grappler in her own right, and Fiorot was able to keep the fight where she wanted it to, despite what was a perceived grappling advantage for Jennifer Maia. And I understand it's a win for both opponents, right? Chookagian and Fiorot both took out Maia. Both was pretty easy work. But I don't know. I just think in this one, at this point in their career, Fiorot, maybe I'm buying the hype, but I think she might be a next title challenger, and we'll see if she's able to, put up a fight in a title fight. But if it's Chookagian, the ultimate gatekeep before the title fight, I think she can get past it and earn herself a shot at some point. But I might be buying the hype for sure, and Chookagian makes easy work. We'll have to see who the true blonde fighter is, I guess.
No, 100%. And yeah, throw in the comments who you guys got. Are you going with the beast, the hype train, or are you going with the grizzled vet who most likely absolutely demolishes and gets an easy sub?